Now, the way I make my days better is by starting them off right. That's it. Now, of course, there are other things that go into having a fulfilling day, but this is one of the most important ones. Starting off your day right. This means basically that having a good morning routine. Like, I just can't stress this enough, just how important this is. You have probably heard about this already. Have a morning routine, good habits, everything. But really don't underestimate it. The power of a good morning routine, how you start your day off. Because it was when I started implementing a morning routine that I saw like the biggest spike in how majority of my days went. That's when I really started making my days overall, in general, a lot better. Now, first, let me tell you my story. It all started when I read the book, The 5 a.m. Club. This was about a year ago. And I started implementing some of the things written in that book. I used to wake up at 5 a.m. Well, I still do, but I woke up at 5 a.m. I exercised. Like I used to go out in the dark to run. Like that was like pretty cool. So like some David Goggins shit. And then I did some breath work. I took a cold shower before that. Did some breath work, and then read for like an hour after that. And that was my first morning routine. And looking back at it, that was like a really good period of my life. Like I really started improving a lot back then. So yeah, after that my morning routine changed a lot. All sorts of things got put in it, taken out of it, but the thing remained that I always had a morning routine. That didn't change. I learned a lesson just how important it is, just how crucial it is, just how much it impacts my day, the way that I started off. Because before I had a morning routine, like I was just waking up at random times, like at 8 and 9, I overslept, kept pressing the snooze button. I had no plan. When I woke up, I just did what I felt like doing. So the mornings went by fast. I started scrolling on my phone, doing some random shit. And it was just bad. Like, it didn't have a plan for the day. And how you start your day really sets the tone for the rest of the day. If you start your day off right, most likely you will have a great day. If you start your day off bad, this will set the tone of that day, and you will most likely have a bad day after that. It's that simple. This is why it's so important to have a great morning routine. It just like puts your mind and your thoughts and your feelings, everything in a better place. Like it just aligns them much better. Especially not using technology in the morning. Like trust me, that's one of the worst things that you can do is wake up and then just open your phone and check the messages. Start scrolling. Like really. Like, do you think that's the best way to spend your morning? Is that you wake up and start like frying your brain with your phone instead of like getting some sunlight, exercising, doing something, whatever. Now, you don't have to wake up at 5 a.m. if that doesn't work for you. That's not the point. Even though I do recommend it. Like, I just love it, to be honest. Like, it's great. Like, you wake up that early, you have so much time before like you have to go to school or do something. You're just silent, complete silence in the morning. Everyone else is sleeping, and it's just this serene, like quiet, peaceful time, this block of your day. I really love it, but you don't have to do it. That's not the point. The point is that you wake up at the same time every single day. That's the first thing. That you wake up at the same time. Second, you have some kind of plan, some kind of routine of what you're going to do. That is what really matters. What will you do after you wake up? What kind of plan do you have? Like, ideally, you have some like good habits in there. And some of the good habits that I really recommend you is, well, first there's exercising. Exercising in the morning, that's what I do personally, the first thing that I do. I talk about my morning routine later, but it's just so good. getting sweaty, moving your body, getting the blood flowing through your body. Such a great way to start your day, really. Another thing is taking cold showers. And also back to exercising. It's just so important for your health, how you feel, getting some exercise in. It affects how you feel and your health so profoundly. Like, trust me, if you exercise more often, you will be much happier, much more relaxed. You will be much less stressed. Everything in your life will become better if you exercise more. So I really recommend that. Another thing, taking cold showers. A cold shower a day keeps the doctor away. It might be scary, cold showers. It might be uncomfortable. Like, it will be uncomfortable. But it's completely worth it. Like, if you just imagine it, if you're in your mind, like how it would feel if you put your hand in cold water. Like, it would actually feel quite pleasant. That cool, refreshing effect of that. Now imagine that on your whole body. And the thing is that a cold shower, the effect of that, or like it will affect you throughout the whole day. Like, if you take a cold shower, you will feel a lot better for like hours after that. And also, it's just amazing for your health. Amazing. So I also really recommend that. Another thing is journaling. Journaling is also a great thing that you can do in the morning. Or another thing is gratitude journaling. Expressing gratitude. Such a great way to start off your day also. Such a good thing to do in the morning. Journaling, gratitude journaling. Another thing is meditating and contemplating in silence. Like, that is also just so good, like meditation, to get out of your head for a while. Get out of the thinking mind. Just lose yourself, and you lose your mind once a day. So important to just sit there and to just be here in this present moment, and to live this moment as it is. Not judging everything around you, not getting swayed around by your thoughts, or just contemplating, thinking about stuff in your life, sitting there in silence and just thinking, being in this meditative state. Also a great way to start off your day. Another thing that you can do is breath work. Another great way to start off your day by doing some breath work. Like, breathing is more important than you actually think it is. Like, don't underestimate breathing. Like, we survived like 3 weeks without food, like 3 days without water, and 3 minutes without air in our lungs. It is life, breath. It is our life energy. It is what gives us life, what keeps us alive. So the way you breathe influences you profoundly. So doing some breath work, taking some deep breaths can help you a lot. Personally, I do the Wim Hof breathing. Another thing, reading or learning. That can also help you a lot. Reading about stuff, learning about stuff. Great way to start your day. Another thing, doing some hard work. Now, doing hard work is in the morning is amazing. Like, you'll be amazed at how much productive you'll be. Like, you'll be double, 3 times as productive if you do some kind of hard task in the morning faster. That's also a very good tip. Doing that hard thing faster. That means that you didn't eat for hours before that. Now, another thing that you can do, taking a walk, whatever, doing some kind of good thing. Now, you can do whatever that you want to do, whatever you like to do, what fits you the best, what's the best for you. The point is, what will you do after you wake up? If you're interested in my morning routine, basically, if I have to go to university, I don't have that much time in the morning. So I exercise, I take a cold shower, and then I just go to university. And I do some breath work there and read there. Because I have like an extra hour of sitting there alone in university, because I get there an hour before the classes actually start, so that I can avoid traffic. I get there earlier. And if I don't have to go to university, basically I wake up, exercise, cold shower, breath work, meditation, and then record videos or script videos. That's my morning routine. And now and some extra tips that I can give you now is that make sure that you're sleeping enough. Because if you're not sleeping, there's no point in having a morning routine if you don't get enough sleep. This is why it's so important to make sure that you have a time specifically set out for yourself when you will wake up, when will you go to sleep. Making sure that you have enough sleep, that you sleep enough, that you're well rested. I just can't stress it enough just how important sleep is. Another thing is that if you want to wake up earlier, it will be hard in the beginning. It will be uncomfortable. But once you will get used to it, trust me. I mean, for me now, it was also hard waking up at 5 a.m. But now, it's effortless. Like, that's the normal now. So you will get used to it. It will be hard in the beginning, but you just gotta push through it. Another thing is that you won't regret having a morning routine or waking up earlier. Just try it. If you might be thinking that this is bullshit, like I don't need it, but just try it for a couple of weeks and you'll see just the difference that it makes. And another thing is that don't be afraid to change things up in your morning routine. Don't be afraid to take some things out, put some new things in, experiment with things. Try out what works the best for you, because what works for me might not work for you. So you gotta experiment a little bit. Another tip that I could give you is just express more gratitude in the morning. I can't stress it enough just how great and important gratitude is. Because when you're grateful, it's like you accept the situation that you're in. If you're filled with gratitude, in that moment you're not desiring all of those things. Because other times you're all desiring a lot of things. Desiring more money, that car, your new phone, a new this, that. You have a bunch of desires. But when you're filled with gratitude, you enter a place like it's like desirelessness. You don't desire anything. You're just content with where you are. You're just grateful with what you have, where you are, who you are. You're just living this moment as it is, accepting it. Accepting the past, accepting the future, accepting this moment. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. You can, if you have any questions, you can leave a comment down below and I'll answer them. You can also just freely share your thoughts in the comments. Very interested to read about those. And also, if you're interested, I'm doing free one-on-one calls. You can send me an email, we can text each other, and you can ask me anything that you want, any advice that you'd like to hear about, any question. So thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your presence. Have a great day and goodbye.